Hi, welcome to Things Podcast, where you get kids' views on world news. Sorry that we didn't have a video last week. My mic was broken and I wasn't here, so I couldn't use his iPad, among many other problems, including that, oh my god, all the news is coronavirus. So, leading into our first story, coronavirus.
God.
Every idiot is stockpiling hand sanitizer and toilet paper.
I witnessed
Now-
a woman buy 5 things of hand sanitizer. Why?
What do you mean by thing? Elaborate for the viewers.
5 bottles, probably about a few, like 4 or 5 inches tall, like that big.
Milliliters,
can you
liters,
convert it
please?
to the metric system, bitch?
I don't understand metric.
You're gay. Okay,
You're
anyway.
British and you don't understand metric.
Yeah,
I know,
anyway,
I don't really do measurements other than inches
Anyway, now,
and centimeters. And
personally, I don't think everyone doing this is an idiot. They are a little dumb, but definitely not as dumb, because what I feel is it's like a snowball, because some idiots get the ball rolling, just sort of stockpiling toilet paper. So then other people are like, oh my god, every idiot in their right mind is stockpiling toilet paper. It's going to be sold out soon. I should stockpile it because it's going to get sold out because of idiots. So then they stockpile toilet paper, and everybody, and it's sort of just an infinite cycle of that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fair to think I should stockpile newspaper because other idiots are stockpiling it and it's going to become sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the idiots who started it, you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm. And also, coronavirus, it's hitting really close to home here in Wellington.
Yeah.
There has been one reported case confirmed.
Also, yeah, I just saw this meme where it was like, when you get the flu,
And the
I'll just stay at home. When you get coronavirus, I'll just go to Japan, all these different countries. I'll just go on a holiday. Like this guy, why we got coronavirus in Wellington was because this guy decided he knew he had coronavirus.
Well, he didn't know. He was getting a test for it, but he's like, yeah, I'm not going to wait for the test results, and just headed straight
generally a bit of an idiot.
straight for New Zealand before he even got the test results in. He got to New Zealand, went to a cafe and started coughing it up before the results got in. And he tested positive. Guys, another thing. Tragic news. It's so utterly tragic you'll probably cry when you hear it.
Uh-oh.
Donald Trump tested negative.
Oh my god.
He doesn't have coronavirus.
No.
Damn it, I was banking on that.
Well, yeah, he
Use
was
that to deface him and get him out of presidency.
he was in close contact with this Brazilian politician who had it and tested positive.
Yes!
That was
We
a
have a
couple weeks
chance.
ago. And then
And then he tested and got negative.
Mhm.
Okay, so on to our next stories. With all this coronavirus happening, we've forgotten about a lot of other stuff. Like, for example, the Australian wildfires, which, for a matter of fact, are still happening.
Mhm.
I just think it's kind of, there's not as much kind of focus on the wildfires now, just because coronavirus came in and just stole the spotlight pretty much.
We have also kind of forgotten about like the Hong Kong protests,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Chinese human rights.
We've just forgotten about
This is, guys, just saying this. Dearest viewers, this is why you should watch us. We are not idiot news stations who only talk about coronavirus. Here at Things Podcast, where you get kids' views on world news, you get a variety of stories, and you don't get fear-mongering. Subscribe today.
We're all gonna die.
That's literally the.
I mean, true.
We'll
And we-
die someday.
And the good thing about Things Podcast is that you always get the hard, cold truth.
Yeah. Like, for
my
example,
So,
you're adopted.
Your mum, your dad, the ones you never had, you're adopted.
Okay.
Also, one little thing that we have to squeeze in. Go to your nearest supermarket and search for this tasty drink called Vitasoy.
Iced
Not
coffee.
sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored, but hashtag please sponsor us, please. We want money. Hashtag please. Vitasoy iced coffee milk, suitable for vegetarians and vegans. Smells like shit, but it is the shit.
Please sponsor us, Vitasoy.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I'm doing Magic the Gathering now. I don't know why I need to tell you that I just did.
Sounds good.
That I don't remember asking.
And also,
I
guys,
feel like right
Someone
now,
at home probably
Things
asked.
podcast is
This is
evolving
irrelevant.
I can believe-
into just literally a group of kids laughing and making inappropriate jokes
'Cause this is
because we
irrelevant.
can't talk about the news because all the news is coronavirus.
This is very irrelevant.
And also, one more thing. Thanks for 60 subs.
Yeah.
Yay.
40 away until 100, and hopefully,
Remember,
it's gonna
100
be-
will
hopefully a million soon. Thanks, guys.
Get us to 69. Please.
Yes.
Please.
By the way, remember, when we get to 100, we're going to do a
Face reveal.
So
Yeah.
the face reveal thing, but
face
what's going to
reveal.
happen is it's going
gonna
to be
be
on a
weird.
live stream, and we each going to wear like masks, and each time we hit a milestone, you guys vote for one of us to take off the masks.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh, dang.
So you guys get to choose which one of our faces to unveil first.
So the next story we're gonna have is gonna be about. I know this is a little bit old, but how the phone industry is killing the camera
Has
industry.
already
And
killed.
how
Has already killed.
the millennials are killing the doorbell industry by texting here.
You're not serious, right?
Wrong podcast, Ben. That's for Boomer Humor podcast.
Oh yes, and something we forgot to add is we have a new employee today. Everybody, meet Caden. Should we say his last name?
No.
No.
Okay, meet Caden and meet Mr. Caden Anonymous last name.
That's
Caden,
me.
Caden. Meet Mr. Caden, Caden.
Meet
Yep.
Mr. Caden K. Caden.
So going back
Yes,
to the
you
cameras, you can just see by this graph that I'll put up on screen now, that sales of smartphones and sales of cameras have overlapped each other. When smartphones boomed, it went up, and when smartphones came a big thing, cameras went down.
Confused.
It became more of a professional type consumer use instead of the casual.
Stonk.
Now,
Because
here's the debate. Is this a bad thing?
Yes.
I think it.
If it is, what is the reason?
Me personally, I think that cameras have a different feel to them to phones, because I don't know, it just feels right.
Yeah, I know that, but
so
would you really want to spend $100 or more to make it feel right?
Also, at the moment, cameras and smartphones are still not you have to buy high-end ones to get camera quality. Or cameras over $500 quality. But it's also more practical, because when you're getting a phone, you're not just going for the camera, you're going for all the other specs and other things that you can do with a phone. Also, going back to the units sold, cameras at their peak in 2009 were at 121 million cameras sold.
Per
And
what?
then-
Yeah.
In 2009.
Oh, so...
And then as of 2019 last year, it went down to 15 million, which is a very drastic decrease. And phones have gone straight up to 1,400 million phones sold as of last year.
One of the reasons that phones are probably going to outlast cameras is because they're just really more convenient and portable.
I think it's good and it's bad. I think it's good because people who sort of want to dip their toes into photography can just use a smartphone. They don't have to shell out hundreds of dollars, you know? And it's really useful because just even if you are a photographer, there's nothing wrong with only carrying around like the newest iPhone, because that has really good camera quality and there's nothing wrong with it. But on the bad side, the reason it's bad, that it's killing the camera industry, is that all the really good cameras, like the really expensive ones,
Reds.
Reds, that really good professional photographers use, are going to die out because it's just gotten less and less because of iPhones, and now all the companies don't make as much money.
And also another loss is, you know how you usually would pay a photographer for a wedding photography or something. I think the photography and photographers will have their jobs taken away because it would just be the norm. Everybody will have the same from a phone.
Mm-hmm.
There is that, but something that a lot of photographers also do is edit the photos
Yeah.
to make them look better. So a lot of photographers will more just turn into photo editors.
Yeah. So also that begs the question, is a new age of photography upon us? The phone photography age.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it is.
I just have to contradict what you said there, Ben, how, like, red cameras, the best of the best, are gonna go out of business because of phone cameras.
Because a lot of the companies that make them also probably make lower end cameras that are better for budget. And that could be a major source of their income, because not everyone can shell out that much for a camera. So if that dies, the companies lose a good amount of their income.
Mm-hmm.
So that means all it takes is one slip up and they could go into bankruptcy.
But that company we're talking about, Red, it like, and a whole bunch of companies like it, make cameras for the very high-end consumer base. Like, Weta Studios, Paramount, all these big film studios who actually need cameras that good. That's their consumer base. And those, like, film studios are willing to pay $60,000 plus for a camera.
But another thing, right, is that would mean that Weta Workshop and all these film studios would buy every new model as it comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would basically mean that they're on a time constraint. They have to make new technology by a certain date for these big film companies to buy it, so that their employees don't, because then they won't be able to pay their employees to develop it. Because if no one else is buying it because of the smartphone industry killing it, then basically they have a time limit each time to keep improving their technology. And if they don't meet that quota, then the other studios won't buy cameras off them, and they won't have enough money to pay their employees, and they'll go bankrupt.
And that's what drives innovation. Very high competitiveness drives innovation. So they are
Sales.
forced to make good products.
To get more
Money.
money.
Good
Yeah.
products fast, but what if they make a slip up and make,
A bad product.
like a bad product, like a really fragile camera, and then all of a sudden these film companies were like, yeah, I might try this slightly up and coming camera company that has, slightly more intact cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, big company has gone bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that's how it's going to end up killing it, just by over time, as the big companies will just keep slowly making slip-ups.
One day, maybe you probably won't even find many camera companies at all anymore. Like maybe even Canon might be
Canon.
Canon might be a thing of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Be
a
eradicated.
Blockbuster.
Well, I mean, new companies come up all the time and take over the older companies.
There's a Canon
But the thing
It's
is,
just the-
now new companies can't really come into the scene of the camera industry, because every decent photographer is just going to be using an iPhone, because they don't want to shell out that much money, and basically the only people buying it are, like I said, these big companies. So why should these really big companies trust some third party up and coming brand when they have this multi-million or even billion-dollar company developing these cameras for them?
But I mean, also you say how companies like Canon might go bankrupt. You understand
I
they
didn't
are
say
the
that Caden did.
yeah Caden. You understand that those are the companies that make the cameras that are in smartphones.
Really?
Like, you don't think Samsung or Apple would make everything themselves and be able to turn a profit. They don't have the facilities for that. So they like buy the chip from Qualcomm, the camera from like Panasonic, and like the 5G modem or whatever from a different company. It's all different companies that they buy stuff from.
Maybe that's the secret to keeping your camera company alive.
And that's how these
So
camera
they just
companies
wanna
are still
become-
alive.
So they're just going to become iPhone or,
Phone.
smartphone
The manufacturers.
part manufacturers.
Living off the
Living off the bigger companies.
I used to rule the camera industry, but now I just make smartphone parts.
Oof. William, what do you
I used
think
to
of this
rule
topic?
the world parody.
You haven't been speaking much.
Sorry, I've been looking at Magic the Gathering rules. What?
Nothing.
Sorry.
Nothing.
I
Guys-
should probably,
Comment down below if we should fire William.
please no.
He has a wife and family and kids.
Sorry,
That
it's
needs to
been,
be picked.
sorry, it's been literally this is
Boomer William has
I
a wife
literally
and
got
kids.
my magic cards today, so.
By the way, anybody from Cole listening to this, if you put up on your social media account, Subscribe to Things Podcast, and show me, I'll buy you a juicy.
Damn.
That's a big move.
Damn.
Prepare for bankruptcy.
Limit of 3 people, the first 3 people.
Join the camera companies in bankruptcy.
Yeah. So the first 3 people to put on their social media, Subscribe to Things Podcast, and show me, will get juicies. Just saying.
Damn.
We're that desperate.
So I get magic quite a bit more now. I can stop looking at rules.
Damn.
Okay, now, after we've had that talk about news that we struggled to find because of coronavirus, we have this. The Research List Special Ben and Y talking about random.
Shit.
Yay. Okay, so, what do you want to talk about right now, Y? Wait, I know. Why, you know how yesterday you asked me all of those questions? Or last time we did this?
Do you want to go to the skate park? That's all I asked yesterday.
No, I don't mean yesterday, I mean last time we did this.
Things.
Ben and Y talking about random shit. Well, I've got one for you.
Oh no.
Are shoes clothes?
Yes.
Oh, come
Wait,
on,
no.
it worked on Connery.
Wait, but
Are shoes clothes? Why?
I'm gonna go with yes
Okay.
after some consideration
Okay.
and I can't. English.
Okay. So do you want to do it? Oh, guys, did you know a sequel to one of the most nostalgic games of the century is coming out? Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Oh my god, it's actually happening.
Yes, I'm like 12 now, but when I was like 3 or 4, I just played the complete saga so much on my iPad. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Those were the days.
Those were the days, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently saving up to pre-order it the second pre-orders are available.
Aren't you gonna get Cyberpunk?
Yeah, I'll try to get them both, but I'm too young for Cyberpunk because Cyberpunk is not suitable for children of like under 13.
But Ben, we have a city to burn.
Wake the fuck up, Warrior.
We have a city to burn.
Yeah. I'm sad. Well, hey, I can try save up and get them both.
Yeah. Donate to our Patreon page. We don't.
Yes.
Ben, we should
Alright,
have a
comments.
Patreon.
Should we start a Patreon page, guys? We might use it to get like a better mic, like a Blue Yeti or something.
Hey.
And
But
maybe
you
a
need to
better
actually
desk.
freaking donate.
Yeah, if you freaking... And we've got some ideas for, like, perks, or at
Expansion.
least I do. Like, if you donate maybe, like, $5 or $10, you can say a story, and as long as it's appropriate and not completely boring, which, even if it is, we might still do it, then, we'll automatically just have it on a podcast.
We
And
would do that for
another
10
one
cents.
is like if you donate a bit more, then we could get in like a Discord call or something and record a podcast with you, our
Hey.
dearest fans.
Our dearest fans that we don't have.
Yes.
We have 60 subs. I wonder how many of them are watching.
Yeah, I mean, our highest viewed video is like 150 right now.
Yeah, I
Which is
watched
pretty
it
good.
20 times.
Yeah, but so our dearest viewers, it seems as though we have not had our self-conscious messages to Dylan yet. So, viewers, can you please say hello to Dylan, the one wasting his life editing this video, please?
Yeah.
We do not condone slavery. Quick message, even though it is unpaid work that Dylan's doing. Hey, we don't make any money and he's willing to. Ha. Anyway.
Rip Dylan, he has to work like freaking a week. At least he doesn't have homework.
Yeah.
Like year 8s.
So, how about you give us some coal life?
All they do is charge phone, eat hot chip, and they lie.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wait, but if all
coal,
they do is charge phone, how do they make phone run out of charge?
eat hot chip, and lie.
But does that take phone energy? Phone percent?
Yes, because they make a TikTok while doing it.
Oh yeah. Guys,
Coal
TikTok.
is really
Guys,
freaking
TikTok, what do you think of it?
bad. Bad.
Bad, it has tainted our school.
It sucks.
Your name is neither Ben or mine. Get back here. We're going to publicly execute you on the camera.
Camera, microphone.
Good day. Ow, my
here
neck.
we captured a it seems to be a Things employee trying to sneak into the Ben and Y talk about random shit.
I was grabbing my phone. I need to go home. Help.
Yeah, excuses. So comment what you would like us to do with him. We will
And it
keep
might
him.
happen next week.
We will keep him in a cage in safekeeping until next week's video.
Murder.
Do you have anything to say to the people, William?
It was on purpose. Okay.
Take him away.
Okay. Love it. See ya.
And that, my friends, was the worst podcast we have ever done. Bye. 2, 1. Hey Ben,
Yes.
what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life, Greg, is calling people by the wrong names when they ask you questions. Isn't that right, Gerald? Also, just an extra note, Dylan, our editor and member of Things Podcast,
He's
is
just our editor. He works behind us. He is below us.
you're a member of the small three, he's a member of the big three. Anyway, he's thinking about adding bloopers
Oh, God.
from all the cuts that we cut out when we have nothing to say. So,
That's
yeah,
gonna be
be
awkward.
prepared. It is going to be extremely awkward, silent, and half of it is just saying, "So, Dylan, how's your day going? How's it sitting at that computer editing fun for you?" Yeah. So, look forward to that.
That's gonna be fun.
So, just shown by the statistics, it's like.
Oh, yes, teenage humor.
Thanks.
Yes,
PB
Gen
lol.
Z humour.
Okay.
Gruntles in math statistics.
Okay.
With the malicious intent, might I add.
By the way, William in the background is playing Magic the Gathering with himself.
Pretty much. I
It's
mean,
just
Yeah. I had to steal his phone in hopes that he might just end
oh yeah,
up
no, I
swapping.
am gonna stop now. I'm just shuffling my decks and